On this video, we're checking out the new and improved Mavis Pro Camera app for iPhone. This is Cam Films. Hey guys, Ryan here. Thank you so much for being here today. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today we've got a new mobile filmmaking video for you, or specifically an iPhone filmmaking video for you, dealing with the new and improved Mavis Camera app. I have showcased the Mavis Camera app here on the channel before, but the small UK-based team reached out to me recently and wanted me to go over their new and improved app and interface with you. So today I thought we would take a look at some of the new improvements, features, and the overall layout of the app as well, and how you can get started using it. If you're serious about shooting professional films and videos with your iPhone, the Mavis Camera app is another powerful tool that you could consider and compare to the Blackmagic Camera app. Of course, with the camera app, you're going to get manual control of all of your video camera settings. You're going to get advanced monitoring controls like focus peaking, zebras, and waveforms. And I must say that it has a really beautiful redesigned interface that's easy to use and intuitive. A feature that really sets this app apart is its direct connection to Adobe Frame.io. Your footage can start uploading while you're still filming. It's just going to help you get your content online even faster. The app also has a built-in audio mixer that supports up to 8 audio channels, and it offers live streaming to platforms like YouTube and Twitch. The basic Mavis Camera app is free to use, and you can unlock even more pro features for $14.99. So let's go ahead and head over to the app, and I'll give you guys an overview of all the new features, and we'll check out the new user interface as well. But before that, a quick word about today's video sponsor. Are you a filmmaker trying to grow your audience, promote your work, or just save time writing? Well, WriteBlogger gives you over 70 AI tools built to help you work smarter and create faster. From YouTube video scripts to log lines, blog posts, SEO headlines, audio transcription, and much, much more. If you need to write your next film pitch or craft an awesome project description, promote your short film online, it's all here ready to go, no guesswork. Even if writing isn't your thing, WriteBlogger can help you sound more professional when you're dealing with collaborators and potential investors. Other filmmakers are using it to grow their audience, sell their work, and help build real visibility online. You can focus on telling stories and let WriteBlogger focus on all the other words. Work smarter, promote better, and tell your story with WriteBlogger. You can check out WriteBlogger for free by following the link in the description below. Welcome to the new and improved Mavis Camera app. Let's quickly go over the user interface, and we'll just check out some of the features and the basic functionality that the app offers. Since this is a filmmaking channel and we're all about capturing film quality video, I would recommend turning your device horizontally so you can follow along, as most films are filmed in a wide aspect ratio and not vertically. This is the way we will most often be viewing the app. In the top left corner, we have the settings button. This is where you can access the settings within the app, which we will dive into in a little bit more depth later. And you can also find your files here, which is going to hold all of the different recordings that you've captured with the app. Right below the settings button, you'll see this little star or sparkly emblem here. And that is a button that will take you to the option to purchase the Pro Pack, which is going to give you Adobe Frame.io functionality, timecode functionality, UltraSync Blue, the advanced audio mixer, and it will give you multi-track recording, and that's a one-off purchase of $14.99, but we're not going to be diving into that in this video. Down here in the bottom left, you'll see this waveform button first, and this is going to pull up your audio mixer. Here you can see the output levels. You have the option to mute or unmute the output. The X here is going to close the audio mixer, and below that you can cut on the individual microphones on your device. In the bottom left, you can reset everything. And to the right of that, you'll see a mixer. That is where you're going to access the advanced audio mixer if you've purchased the Pro Pack. And right beside of that, you can click this microphone icon to pull up another menu and tell the app which microphone you specifically want to use, or you can leave it on auto. All right, let's close that out. And right below that, you're going to see this camera icon. This is going to bring up your camera controls. That's everything from exposure, white balance, the shot box, tools, and you have a full auto button here at the bottom. You can just click on the camera button in the center to close that menu. You see you can dial into exposure. You have manual exposure control. You can adjust your shutter. Here you can choose whether or not you want to go by shutter speed or angle. I usually always go by shutter angle and set it to 180. There's also a slider wheel here for you to adjust the shutter as well. In the white balance menu, you can set your white balance from the scene, or you can dial it in manually or leave it on auto. I would never recommend leaving your white balance on auto while you're recording. Always set that up yourself. In the tools menu, you can turn your device's light on and adjust the intensity of that. You can also adjust the zoom. You have a button to allow upscaling. You have the speed of the zoom. And here you can also toggle on and off the ability to pinch and zoom as well. Now the final menu option here is a pretty important and interesting one. It's called the shot box. This is basically a quick preset menu that's going to allow you to dial in the look you want, and then you just hit the store button and then pick either 1, 2, 3, or 4. And that allows you to store those camera settings in one of those quick access buttons 1 through 4 there. And you can also hit the clear button when you want to clear one out. And when you're dialing into these settings later, which I'll show you, you can actually tell the app which settings you want the shot box to actually store when you're setting these up. All right, moving over into the main viewer window here. On the left side of the viewer window here, you'll see one of our first real-time control dials. You'll see that these thumb rails are placed nicely on either side of the viewer window here for easy access. And on the left side here where we're starting off, this is the ISO adjustment or the exposure adjustment. That is signified by the little sun here in the top left. So you'll know that you're adjusting the light in the image. There is also an auto button located at the bottom of the thumb dial that will allow you to set the thumb dial where you want, and the app will auto adjust the exposure. Of course, to the right of that, we have our main viewer window here where we're going to see what we're recording at the time. And above that, top center, this is your information panel. This is going to have your time code, your audio meters, just all the quick information that you need to see at a glance, your battery meter, your storage meter, all of your recording information, what codec you're using, your resolution, all of that good stuff. And you can actually tap on the camera information here to dial into the settings and adjust those right from the info panel. Whether you want to change your resolution, whatever it is, just tap on these here and you can quickly access those settings. A couple of notes about the main viewer window here. You can tap anywhere on the screen to focus, and I believe that double tapping is going to set it to more of an autofocus mode. And you can tap and hold to bring up the camera menu right here. Okay, to the far right of the viewfinder window here, we have our other real-time setting, and this is a thumb dial for your focus, signified by the little flower at the top of the wheel here. Just slide this up and down to adjust your focus. And of course, there is a toggle for autofocus here at the bottom of the wheel as well. Okay, moving over into the far right menu here. In the top of this menu, you will see a number with an X. This is going to bring up your camera selection menu, which will allow you to adjust which camera lens you're using on your device. And this might be different depending on which iPhone model you're using. Right now I'm in 1X, and you can see you can change it to the different camera lenses on your device, including the selfie camera. And there is also a slider for your zoom here as well. Right below that is the Mavis Cloud menu. This is where you can set up streaming. You can do the Mavis C2C, and this is where you can set up your Adobe Frame IO as well. Right below that, we have a very important button, the record button. You'll notice that when this is selected, the entire outside of the viewfinder window is going to glow red, letting you know that you're recording. Tap this on and off to stop and start recording. Okay, right below that, you may be inclined to think that this is the folder button where you would store your video files, and right now it is, but it's actually referred to as the function button. Right now, by default, it is the folder button, but you can hold down this button and you can basically turn it into whatever function you want. Whether you want it to play your most recent files, be your files folder, go full auto, you can set your white balance, you can have it turn on your light. It can be a toggle for your focus peaking, your focus, false colors, zebras, you name it. You can just hold down this button and it can function however you like it to according to your preferences. And finally, right below that, the very last option on the main UI, we have a menu for the monitor assist tools. Here you'll find things like focus peaking, guides, expanded focus, false color, zebras, scopes. You can flip the screen horizontally, aspect ratio, And you can adjust things on the HUD as well. And you'll notice that you can long press all of these menu options for even further control on most of them. Like for instance, on the focus peaking, you can long press to have control over the intensity, and you can adjust the color of the focus peaking as well. And that's just one example. Okay, that's everything I think you need to know about the main interface. Now, as promised, let's dive into the settings that are available to you in the Mavis Camera app. Like I mentioned earlier, you can access the app's settings by clicking the 3-dot button in the top left of the app's interface when you're in horizontal mode. Click the gear to access the settings. Just be mindful before we dive into these settings that some of these settings may be different depending on which iPhone device you're currently using. The first option here under Input is the camera settings. If you dial into that, it's going to tell you the settings based on your current lens setup. Here you can adjust your video format, your frame rate, your color space. Under that, you have your shot box and recall options. You'll remember earlier I mentioned that the shot box can be set up however you like to preserve individual types of settings. Here you can toggle those settings on and off for the shot box. And you can set up the startup recall, which is going to help you choose which camera settings you remember between sessions. The saved values will be stored automatically when the app starts up. So this is basically just your startup default settings that you want to have enabled whenever you start the app. Below that, you have a lens selection mode. You can have it set up to only show lenses for the selected format, or you can have it auto switch format if required. Going back, our next input setting is the video orientation. You can set this to auto, landscape, or you can set it to portrait mode. Going back, next we have the record and stream options. First, you have your codec. You can dial into that and set whatever codec you'd like to use. You have your output resolution. You can have it match, or you can set it to 720p, 1080p, or 4K. Next, we have quality. You can select low, medium, high, or extreme. Below that, we have metadata. In here, you can set the file prefix. It's going to be saved to each one of your files that you record with the app. Below that, we have time code. You can change the display type, and you can change the mode from off, manual, time of day, or you can do the UltraSync Blue Atom Sync. Below that, we have custom controls. Here you can change what the function button does. Like I said earlier, you can long press the function button to change this as well, or you can do it here. And you can change what the volume up and down buttons do. If you want them to record or stop recording, you can have them set your white balance, turn on your light, pretty much anything you want those buttons to do, you can set that up here. Below that, we have the monitor tools. The first one being focus peaking. You can turn this off and on. You can show it in the monitor's tool menu, and you can adjust the intensity and color. Below that, we have expanded focus. You can turn that off and on. You can have it show up in the monitor's tool menu, and you can change the zoom factor. Then we have false color. You can adjust the gradient, ranges, and you can adjust it to be blue only. With the zebras, we can adjust the color here, the start value, and the end value, and the same for zebras B. Next, we have scopes. We can select between the vector scope and waveform monitor, or just the vector scope, or just the waveform monitor. We can adjust the opacity and the size of the scopes as well. Then we have the guides. We can turn these off and on, of course. Select the guide type between thirds, portrait, or square 1:1. And you can adjust the thickness of the guides as well. Here we have the flip option. You can adjust it where you want it to be horizontal flip or vertical flip, or horizontal and vertical flip. We have the aspect ratio. You can adjust the safe areas, the center markings, the thickness of the aspect ratio box, adjust the aspect ratio itself, and the opacity. Here we have the anamorphic D-squeeze. You can cut this on and off, of course. You can have it show up in the monitor tools, and you can adjust the aspect ratio for the D-squeeze itself. Next, we have audio meters. You can turn these off and on and have them show up in the monitor's toolbox. And we have the info HUD, where you can adjust what shows up in the info HUD and the opacity. Below that, we have the Mavis Cloud Hub. You can set up your cloud ID. You can do the Mavis C2C upload type between end of file upload or progressive. You can reset your cloud ID, and you can unpair and sign out. And of course, below that, we have the Mavis Camera Help and Support. You can factory reset everything, and we have the About section. And there's also a section where you can give feedback to Mavis about the app as well. If there's anything you want to see improved or added, be sure to hit those guys up and let them know what you like and don't like about the app. And there you have it, guys. That is the new and improved Mavis camera app for your iPhone. Another great option for shooting professional films and video with your mobile phone. Please be sure to check out the app and let me know what you think in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and please subscribe if you haven't already. We're almost at 50,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your support over the years. It really means the world to me. If you watched the video this long, please leave the hashtag Mavis along with your comment below so I know who my best viewers are. Before we go, I'd like to give a special shout out to our newest channel members, Kelly Davis and Greg Swars. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please give them a warm welcome in the comments below. And if you're interested in joining them and becoming a channel member and supporting the channel on a monthly basis, just click the join button on the channel header to find out more. Thank you guys so much for coming along on this filmmaking journey with me. I am Ryan, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.